part of the show coming up right now. The picks. Everybody knows how this goes. Everybody has a selection. Hopefully, nobody will copy me this week because I want to get them all right so I can claim that crown that nobody's been able to wear this season. All right, GTS Game of the Week. I think everybody knows what it is. Emerald versus Abbeville. Honestly, it probably wouldn't be the GTS Game of the Week if these two teams weren't local, but we're going to make it that anyway. Let's go right down there. Let's start it off right down there on the right. Stevie G, Emerald Vikings versus Abbeville Panthers. Any chance Emerald can pull the upset, pull a major upset in the season, beat Abbeville, and have thoughts of claiming the region championship?
You know, as much of a dream as that would be, and as great of a story as that would be, it would probably hit Hollywood if that actually happened.
Yeah, it'd probably be a Disney movie.
Exactly. It's not going to happen. Abbeville has too many weapons. Emerald, they've shown much progress over the past, 8 games or so, but unfortunately, they're just not gonna. They can't compete. The two different teams, and like we've said earlier in the first part, Abbeville's the best team in the Lakelands, and hands down, they have Elmore, they have Thaxton, they have Head. Emerald can't stop them. Emerald's been playing well, but I don't predict a blowout, but I do predict a big win for Abbeville. I'll say 34-14.
Sounds good to me. James, you have different thoughts. It looks like you're ready to produce that Disney movie, Emerald versus Abbeville. Give me your pick.
It would be a nice movie, and I want to say the Emerald's gonna beat Abbeville, but that's just my fan opinion. But my professional opinion, Abbeville will win, and I'm sticking with Steven's score, 34-14. It sounds pretty good.
All right, he had to go with his professional opinion, even though in his heart of hearts, he wants to go with the purple and gold. Steven, Abbeville versus Emerald. You've seen Abbeville all year. Tell me what you're thinking in this game.
Well, this is a big game for Abbeville, even though I still think they're highly favored. This is still a big game because I think this is pretty much going to give them the region title if they win this game.
Yeah.
So this is a big game, and I see Abbeville coming out on top. Probably by 3 touchdowns. I just think they have too many weapons and the defense keeps improving. So
I'll go with a score of 34-14. I think Steven hit it right on the nail. That sounds like a pretty good score. Kind of a 3-touchdown win for the Panthers to clinch that region. All right, let's move right over to the West Shoals Hornets. They're going to be playing Southside Christian. Tune-up game for the Hornets this week, much like for 96 last week with Dixie. James, when you're looking at West Shoals, how are they doing this tune-up game? Is it really a tune-up game, or could this kind of be like a trap game for the Hornets looking ahead to next week?
I think it is a tune-up game. It's more. I don't think it's a tune-up game. It's more of a maintaining game. They just want to make sure all their weapons and everything they have is in the right order, getting ready for 96. And if I know Coach Murdoch, he's going to tell the kids, don't look ahead to next week. Pay attention to this team because if you don't, they're going to come up and bite you in the butt. So I'm going West Shoals for the win, but they won't be looking ahead to next week.
Steven, what are you looking at? West Shoals.
I predict West Shoals to win. I predict them getting up early, and he's gonna take out his first string, hopefully, and save those guys for the 96 game. I'm predicting a score of about 28-3.
All right, Steven.
yeah, I think West Shoals will win too.
Give the Hornets the win. I'll go Hornets in this one too. It could be a trap game, but I don't think. I mean, they've done this too many years. They've played Southside Christian the last few years, and it's never been a trap game the previous year, so I don't see any problems for the Hornets this year. I'll go with Hornets 40-10 final score. All right, let's go across town to Greenwood High School. They're going to be playing easily at home. Kind of wonder why this wasn't a homecoming game, but I mean that's just something random thought for me. Steven, when you're looking at Greenwood versus Easley, any chance that Easley comes with the upset?
No, it's not. It's going to be more of the same for Greenwood, just, running through these region teams, getting ready for the playoffs. I'm predicting a score of about 28-17.
All right. It's pretty close. Steven, what are you looking at Greenwood versus Easley?
Yeah, I think Greenwood's going to win. I think they got too many weapons on offense, and they got a pretty good defense. And I see them coming out with a four touchdown win.
I agree. James, any chance Easley makes a Disney movie?
No, not at all. I'm going with the Greenwood by 3 touchdowns.
Sounds good to me. I don't think there's no trap game or anything. Like I said, this should have been a homecoming game. But you could say that about a lot of the region opponents Greenwood has this year. So I'll go Eagles by a 3 touchdown margin. Moving over to the college scene. This is where everybody kind of lost it last week. People choosing Wake Forest. I have no clue why. A 38-3 score should tell you everything you need to know about that game. But Clemson travels on the road this week. They're going to the U swag. Anyway, going to Miami, Florida to face Ja'Cory Harris and the Hurricanes. When you see Clemson versus Miami, what's your prediction?
You know, one reason I'm picking Clemson is because I'm sitting beside a big fan.
So those vibes are kind of going over to you.
And I'm kind of scared of what he'd do if I was to pick elsewhere. But
He's a kind of scary guy.
I'm picking Clemson because they have a lot of talent.
Before we go over to this man, the Clemson fan, let's go over to a Clemson hater, James Spikes. We're going to the U. Clemson's going to the U to face Miami. Who you got winning?
Miami.
All right, Miami is number 10 in the nation, but I think Stephen Miller believes that Clemson should be number 1 in the nation, even though they're 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen, Clemson, they had a good game against Wake Forest, but clearly Miami is not Wake Forest. So give me your professional opinion on this one. I know you're gonna go. I know you want to go with Clemson, but professional opinion, just remember that.
All right. Well, one thing is I do see that Clemson has a chance of really keeping this game close and staying in this game is their defense. So in the end, I think Miami's going to come out with the win.
Wow.
But I think Clemson is going to stay in it. I think it's going to be close, but you know, and in a lot of ways it's a toss-up game. It's really hard to say, but I'm going to go with Miami.
This man needs to be checked for swine flu. Does he have a fever right now? Anyway,
that's my professional pick.
Okay, I'll go with. I'm putting the Hurricanes on upset alert this week. I'll go with Clemson on this one. Let's go to the Gamecocks versus Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's going to be coming to Williams-Brice. Steven, quick prediction on that one.
I think that Garcia's going to have a nice little game. They'll come on top. I'll say 21-17.
All right. James, Gamecocks versus the Commodores.
I think we'll go with the Gamecocks on top because they are at home.
I think Carolina is going to be able to come out with a victory over Vandy.
So I'm reluctantly pick the Gamecocks. I think Vandy has a chance to upset them, but I'm going to take the Gamecocks by 3. It's going to be a much closer game than the records would indicate. That's all the picks. We've gone through all of them. We're going to have Stephen Miller check for swine flu after the show. For James Spikes, Stephen Miller, Stevie G, down to the far right. My name is Jonathan Graves. This has been another GTS Mid-Week Report. As always, this is my house, but you're welcome anytime. I'm out.